Blessings, brothers and sisters. We've moved, and it is time that we come out and share what is happening where we are in our part of the world, in Acadia, at the foot of. I'm not really good with speaking, but we have to share. There's been so many signs in the sky. And right now we don't have the means, a camera. We have the cheapest Android phone here. So, Lord willing, we might get some grainy footage. But in the meantime, until we can show you, we must tell you and we must read to you. First and foremost, even as the skies are clear at night, from the moment that the sun goes down to the moment that it comes back up, here in Acadia, the moon has not shown its light. We cannot find it. The messengers, they're moving in the sky. Do you want to know how it's real? It's real because look who's chasing after them and who they chased back. And it's miraculous in the sky. Our brother can verbalize much better than I can. But it's happening. I've seen it. I've seen the military planes, so many of them. I've seen them chase the messengers, and I've seen the messengers spin them right back around. Of all places, the moon should be here. But it's as it's written. My time is short. Let me read to you now. This is what Brother Offensive has been telling you. This is what Sister Ave and Brother Rupert have been showing you. And all our other brothers and sisters out there. You know, even without the gift of gab, it doesn't matter. We still have 2 eyes. Here we go. Isaiah 34, Judgment on the Nations. I don't know if I can get this, but it's the only way I can get the message out. Forgive the version. This is the New King James. We have so many Bibles, but they all happen to be where someone is sleeping right now. So this one's just left out for comparison sometimes, and it's the only one I could get right now. So the footage is graining. Let me just read to you. Isaiah 34, Judgment on the Nations. Come near, you nations, to hear, and heed, you people. Let the earth hear, and all that is in it, the world and all things that come forth from it. For the indignation of the Lord is against all nations, and Yah's fury against all their armies. He has utterly destroyed them. He has given them over to slaughter. Also they're slain, and this is important. Look at the videos that have been shared from China. Verse 3. Also their slain shall be thrown out. Their stench shall rise from their corpses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled up like a scroll. All their hosts shall fall down. You guys should see the comments, I don't believe it's the messengers. I don't know if it's being, forgive me for my lack of words. If it's the others being cast down by the Lord, but you should see them. All the hosts of the heavens shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled up like a scroll. All their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falls from the vine, and as fruit falling from a fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Indeed, it shall come down on Edom. This is Edom, This is Akkadiya. It is written in the old books from the 1800s, 1700s. Some we own, some our brothers and sisters own and share some where they can, and even here on the YT. It was written that one or the other, vice versa, America was a mirror of Egypt, the Middle East. Egypt and the Middle East is a mirror of America. It's in the old maps that are in, the halls of Congress and the big libraries. It's populatable. I turn to my brothers and sisters a lot for this stuff too. Indeed, it shall come down on Edom and on the people of my curse for judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made overflowing with fatness, with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord has a sacrifice in Basra. I just learned where Basra is on the map of the Middle East. Thank you, Leland. And a great slaughter in the land of Edom. The wild oxen shall come down with them, and the young bulls with the mighty bulls. Their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust saturated with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, the year of recompense for the cause of Zion. Look at the Times and Signs videos. Its streams shall be turned into pitch, and its dust into brimstone. Its land shall become burning pitch. Lord, look at Australia. Look at the Arctic Circle. Look at it, everywhere was burning this last year. It shall not be quenched day or night or day. Its smoke shall ascend forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. No one shall pass through it forever and ever, but the pelican and the porcupine shall possess it. Other versions of the Bible also say cormorant, ravens. Let me tell you, brothers and sisters, I can't say it. I can't say it because of the Ashkenaz who own this thing. I will in other ways at another time. I will get the word in there, but I can't say it now. For the protection of everything and everything, every creature. But the pelican and the porcupine shall possess it. Also the owl and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out over it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. They shall call its nobles to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and all its princes shall be nothing. Listen, I definitely recommend you pick up your version of the Bible and read it. Again, this is New King James. They do weird things to this Bible. And thorns shall come up in its palaces, nettles and brambles in its fortresses. It shall be a habitation of jackals, a courtyard for ostriches. The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the jackals, and the wild goat shall bleat to its companion. Also the night creature shall rest there, and find for herself a place of rest. There the arrow snake shall make her nest and lay eggs, and hatch, and gather them under her shadow. There also shall the hawks be gathered, every one with her mate. Search from the book of Yah, our Creator, our Father, and read. Not one of these shall fail, not one of these shall lack her mate. For my mouth has commanded it, and his spirit has gathered them, and they are gathered, brothers and sisters. Look up, look out. You may not be able to see it from where you are. He has cast the lot for them, and his hand has divided it among them with a measuring line. They shall possess it forever. From generation to generation they shall dwell in it. Okay, that's the end of this one. Now the important part about the moon. We're going to go to Isaiah 13:10, and then we're done. Proclamation against Babylon. The part of the moon is at the end. Let's read it. It's just so important. We just can't skip it. Proclamation against Babylon. The burden against Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos saw. O Lord, have mercy. Lift up a banner on the high mountain. Raise your voice to them. Wave your hand that they may enter the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, those who rejoice in my exaltation. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like that of many people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts musters the army for battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven. The Lord and his weapons of indignation to destroy the whole land. Woe, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It will come as destruction from the Almighty Yah. Therefore all hands will be limp. Every man's heart will melt. It will fail, and they will be afraid. Pains and sorrows will take hold of them. They will be in pain as a woman in childbirth. They will be amazed at one another. Their faces will be like flames or flint. Behold, the day of the Lord comes, cruel, with both wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he will destroy its sinners from it. And here we go, brothers and sisters. This is what we have been seeing here for more than months and months, but only for 5 days.